Hey there, welcome back to another collection update video. This time I have one book, 4 games, and a huge stack of movies, plus a collectible, I mean, PS1 accessory I've been looking for a while, but thankfully I have it. Now, the only book I'm going to show you is, give me a moment. The only book I'm going to show you is one I got from Goodwill because it was cheap, and that is Red Dragon. Now, Red Dragon is a precursor to the Hannibal Lecter series. It is the first installment in the Lecter series and wanted to be adapted twice. First up in 1986 as Manhunter with William Peterson, and then as a prequel/remake with the Edward Norton and Anthony Hopkins. So this should be a fascinating read because I do enjoy some Hannibal Lecter movies, and I do love Red Dragon. Highly misunderstood horror thriller, crime thriller. Now, this certain PS1 accessory I've been looking for years is in my collection. It is the PS1 mouse. Only works with several games. A bunch of games. I can't remember how many are there, but more than several other games are compatible with this one, including, if I remember correctly, Final Doom, as well as Die Hard Trilogy, and Alien Resurrection, the game on PS1. Now, the only thing I'm missing is a mouse pad, so this should be interesting once I try it out. First game I'm going to show you is one I have not found a case for, but managed to find one on eBay. But this game I got from Fallout Games months back is Heart of Darkness, developed by Amazing Studio and published by Interplay in the US. Now, from what I heard, it is an unforgivably challenging game. Likely a trial and error side-scroller. This should be fascinating. Next one I got from Zia recently. It's an early launch PS3 title, and it's one of the earliest PS3 games ever to be displayed in 1080p, and it looks great from what I seen on the internet. It's Ridge Racer 7. Thankfully, this game has a manual inside. Next two titles are Nintendo GameCube games, and I got them both from eBay. This one is decently cheap, and that is Die Hard Vendetta, published by Fox Interactive and Sierra. Do like me some Die Hard. Sadly, neither of these two games have their own instruction manual. Next up is an extremely rare game, and it is a first-party Nintendo first-person shooter developed by N-Space, and that is Geist. Ever since I've seen advertisements of it, whether it's on TV or on the internet as a kid. I've always been fascinated about this game. That's it for the games. Now on to the movies. Only have 3 4K Ultra HD releases. First one I'm going to show you is one I recently got on Amazon for $40, which is better than paying $50 or $60. But it's Dario Argento's Phenomena, also known as Creepers in the US. This one's packed with features. Not only does it include new features for the release, but it also includes the US theatrical version of the movie titled Creepers. So here's what this case looks like in this Criterion style keep case. Also includes a booklet as well as a double-sided poster folded up just to fit the case. Been years since I've last seen this movie, so I'm looking to give this one a revisit as well as checking out the US version of it once I pop the disc in my PS5. Next up is a double feature release from Paramount Pictures. Got this from Zia, and that is War of the Worlds and When Worlds Collide. War of the Worlds has all the features ported over from the original Paramount DVD. But sadly, When Worlds Collide doesn't have any. Thankfully, I'm happy to upgrade this. War of the Worlds is only in 4K Ultra HD, whereas When Worlds Collide is, strangely, on a standard Blu-ray disc. I really don't know why. Don't ask me. Next one up is one I got from Best Buy, and I didn't want to upgrade this mainly because neither of the later releases after the Anchor Bay Limited Edition, Immortal Edition as you would call it, doesn't include any of the music videos promoting the movie, ones done by Queen. But it's Highlander with Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery. But I'm curious to see how it looks. I got it because it has some cool looking art cards. Do pardon the glare. But regardless how I feel that it lacks the music videos, still like the movie. Classic fantasy film. Next 3 DVDs I got from eBay. First out of the 3 is Dante's Peak. Only seen bits and pieces of it on TV, so I would like to give this one a watch someday. Next up is the MGM Special Edition DVD release of 1992's Of Mice and Men, starring and directed by Gary Sinise, as well as starring John Malkovich. Now this movie is packed with features, as well as an audio commentary, along with some featurettes and deleted scenes, plus a theatrical trailer. Now, I'm not going to go through all the features on every release for pacing reasons, but next up is the 2006, 2007, or 2008 release, DVD release of the 1986 John Badham film. It is the sci-fi comedy Short Circuit. I've only seen half of this movie on TV as a little kid, so we'd like to give this one a viewing for the first time as a whole. I got this because this DVD release here has a remastered picture quality and has all the features intact from the previous special edition DVD. But I do like John Badham as a director. I do like Blue Thunder and War Games, both being great movies. So yeah. Next DVD I got from Goodwill is for the Steven Spielberg collection, and that is Always, with Richard Dreyfuss, Holly Hunter, and John Goodman. Now I do like both Richard Dreyfuss and John Goodman as actors, so I'm really curious to see how this movie is for me. Regardless how mixed some people feel about it. But next up I got from Amazon is the Complete Legacy Collection of The Creature from the Black Lagoon on Blu-ray. It has reason because it includes it includes 3D versions of both Creature from the Black Lagoon and Revenge of the Creature. I'm not sure if The Creature Walks Among Us was released in 3D before, but regardless, do like me some 3D. Next up is another DVD I got from eBay, and that is the 1956 John Huston film starring Gregory Peck called Moby Dick. Now, from what I heard, it was originally released by Warner Brothers, but after it failed to make some money at the box office, the Mirage Brothers, who produced this movie, from what I looked up, got the rights to it and loaned it to United Artists, which explains why MGM owns the rights to this film. Don't ask, I just looked it up on a Wikipedia article. Hopefully I didn't look at the plot summary because I didn't want to be spoiled. Didn't want it to spoil my interest. Next up is another title I got from eBay, and that is the Blu-ray release of Blast Fighter with Michael Sopkiw. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Reason I got this movie is because this gun being featured here, as well as in the movie. If you've been following my Twitch channel as well as my channel here, you know how much I love the Spaz 12. I've always loved this gun ever since I've seen it in movies as well as games like Jurassic Park, The Terminator, RoboCop, Half-Life, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, and the Battlefield games. The list goes on as we speak. Next three movies I got are from Amazon, are An Eye for an Eye for the Chuck Norris collection. This includes an audio commentary. If I remember correctly, this title is out of print. So, decided to get this when it was cheap before the prices rise. Next up is a Warner Archive Blu-ray release of the 1987 sci-fi action thriller from New Line Cinema, and it's directed by Jack Sholder, who directed Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. It's The Hidden, with Kyle MacLachlan and Michael Nouri. It has all the features from the old New Line DVD intact, so we'll like to give this one a revisit. Next up is another title I got from Amazon, and that is the Twilight Time release of Thunderbolt and Lightfoot with Clint Eastwood and young Jeff Bridges before he was in The Big Lebowski and other movies. So like all Twilight Time releases, it includes an isolated score plus an audio commentary by the film historians. Next up is a title I've been hoping to upgrade over my MGM double feature DVD, along with Youngary or Youngary, if that's how you pronounce the name. But it's Conga. Only seen this once, and I think I remember liking some of it because of Michael Goh's performance before he was Alfred in Tim Burton's Batman movies. Real fascinating villain portrayal. Professor to go, you are too late! But features include radio spot, image gallery, and theatrical trailer. We'd like to give this one a revisit as well. Four titles I got from Zia. First up, I've been wanting to add to my collection because it includes both cuts of this movie, but it's the 3-disc special limited edition Arrow Blu-ray release of Wes Craven's Last House on the Left, which includes a bonus CD that contains the entire soundtrack of this movie. Huge upgrade over my MGM Blu-ray, thankfully. Another Blu-ray for the collection from Zia. I have not seen this, but I do love Day of the Dead. It's a reimagining of the original. That is Day of the Dead Bloodline. Now, I've heard some mixed and negative things about it, but hopefully I might enjoy it when I get the chance to watch it. I do love Day of the Dead, which is my personal favorite out of all of George Romero's Dead movies. I'm aware there is a remake of the same name, but we don't talk about it for valid reason. So, regardless, next Blu-ray is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack from Shout Factory, and that is Dog Soldiers. I remembered it being really good ever since I've seen it years ago as a late teen, back when it was on AMC, IFC, or I'm not really sure what channel was it on, but it's been years since I last seen it. Next up is a DVD a movie starring Bruce Willis, and that is Hudson Hawk. This is the special edition DVD release. I'm aware there's a special edition Blu-ray release from Kino Lorber, but I got this because it was cheap. And I'm curious to see how this movie is. Oh wait. Here's another Blu-ray. One I also got from Zia, and that is the Criterion Special Edition Blu-ray release of George A. Romero's original, Night of the Living Dead. It's packed with features, but again, not going to name them all for pacing reasons. But here's a Blu-ray I got from Amazon, and that is the Blair Witch Project. I've only seen it once years ago. Wasn't a fond of it, but would like to give this one a revisit. Hopefully it'll grow on me. And I'm thankful to upgrade this over my Artisan DVD. Next up is one I haven't seen in years, ever since I saw it on TV, and that is 21 Jump Street with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. I think I remember liking it, but again, who knows. Next up is one I'm shocked to see it going out of print, but thankfully I've managed to get it for a little cheap, for less than $30, which is paying more than $40. Which is better than paying more than $40 or $50, which is shocking. But it's the Criterion 2-disc special edition DVD release of Missing, which is a 1982 political drama thriller from Universal Studios starring Jack Lemmon and Sissy Spacek. Did I mention that Night of the Living Dead was a DVD? In case I've mistaken it, it's a Blu-ray, whereas Missing is a DVD release. And Night is my first Criterion Blu-ray for the collection. The only Criterion releases I own are mainly on DVD. But I digress. Next 4 titles I got from eBay are ones I've been wanting to upgrade over my DVDs. And these are the Psycho movies. First up is the 60th anniversary release of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, which includes not only all the features from previous releases, but it also includes the original uncut theatrical version of Psycho, just as Alfred Hitchcock intended. In case I'm quiet, I'm far away from the mic, and I do apologize. But next 3 titles are the sequels from Scream Factory. Psycho 2, Psycho 3, Psycho 4. I already own the remake on DVD, and I have not seen it, but would like to revisit all 4 Psycho movies someday. Now, I believe that wraps up for our collection update video. So if any of you seen these movies, played these games, or you've read the book, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, as long as you're having yourself a good time, that's all that matters. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later.